Hello, everyone, and welcome to our market alert video for today, which is actually July 5th, 2024. And I want to wish all of you a very, very happy 4th of July weekend and 4th of July belatedly. I am Ken Moraif. I'm the founder and CEO of Retirement Planners of America. And our singular goal is to create as many SCWPers as we possibly can. And if you don't know what a SCWPer is, well, it's the acronym for Second Childhood Without Parental Supervision. So when a client of ours retires, we call them a SCWPer, and we want them to go play, have fun, enjoy, and don't worry about all this boring financial stuff. Let us do it for you, and that's our goal. Our website is rpoa.com. I want to dive into, we got the jobs numbers this morning, and of course, it's very important. It has to do with inflation. It has to do with the Fed and interest rates and the economy and all of that good stuff. We're going to do all that. But before we do, I want to talk about July 4th. And I've been very blessed, very fortunate to have traveled all over the world. I've been to many, many fantastic, beautiful places. But really, I have to tell you, there is no place like the good old US of A. We have the greatest country in the world. And in terms of beauty, you could spend the rest of your life traveling all over this country and never leave this country. And you will see untold beauty in our national parks, the east and west coasts, our cities. It's a fabulous, fabulous country. But more importantly, the freedoms that we have are ones, unfortunately, I think too many of us take for granted that we shouldn't. When I travel to other countries and you find out that they don't have the freedoms that we do, they don't enjoy the ability to do all the things that we can. It truly is something that we should be grateful for. And July 4th, this weekend, I think should be a time when it's our country's birthday. So let's stop the self-deprecation for just a moment. Yes, we have warts, and yes, we have pimples, and we're not perfect. But just for a moment, let's love our country, and let's love each other, and let's put our political differences apart, or aside, should I say. And I think it's a good weekend to do that and just take a breath and enjoy the fact that we are Americans, and we are so very, very fortunate to be so. So let's talk about the jobs numbers that came in. Came in low, unemployment went up. Market likes that. Again, we've talked about this on many of our videos here over the last several months. Why? Because if the economy is slowing down and jobs are going away and unemployment is heating up, then guess what? The Fed's going to lower interest rates. And if they do that, the market seems to want it, and that'll be a good thing. We've talked about why, if the interest rates go down, profits tend to go up for companies, cost of money goes down. But the problem with all of that is that if the economy starts slowing down too quickly, and the Fed is behind the curve lowering the interest rates to counteract that slowdown, our economy doesn't turn on a dime. It is a very, very big economy. It's like a giant tanker. You know, you don't turn a tanker as fast as you do a speedboat. And so if they wait too long, we could have a really bad recession and a bear market to go with it, like we did in the 80s when Paul Volcker, who was then the Fed chairman, waited too long to address the slowdown in the economy that he created with the rise of interest rates. And so it could happen again. Now, we give it a low probability, but nevertheless, we believe that it's possible. And we have precedent for it, as I just described. And therefore, we also think it is very important to have a strategy to address that. We've said many times that the 5 years before you retire, the 5 years after you retire, that decade is extremely important. There's a risk called sequential risk that you face during that decade. Sequential risk means that, when you take a big loss in your investments, it's very important. If you take it early in your retirement, or you take it just before you're about to retire, then the ability of your money to support the lifestyle that you want is going to be significantly impaired, according to many studies that have looked at this. So we believe in having a strategy to protect that. We do, but certainly diversification is one way, but in our view, it is not enough. So we don't think there's going to be a big bad recession, but if the jobs numbers continue to accelerate in a bad way like we've just seen, And if the economy starts to slow down dramatically and the Fed is late to the party, and they've been late for every single part of this inflation thing we've had here over the last 3 or 4 years, then we could have some serious consequences. So we don't give it a high probability, as I've said, but we do believe you should plan for it and have a strategy to address it. Okay, so for now, happy 4th of July. Enjoy. Don't worry about all this stuff right now. Enjoy the weekend with your loved ones and your family. Hopefully you get to do that. And God bless America. I'll say it out loud. Thank you for watching this video, and we'll talk soon.